Alright, good day guys and welcome to another SMC tutorial video. Alright, so in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to analyze Solana projects using Safe Analyzer bots, right? So in the previous video about Safe Analyzer bots, right, we talked about analyzing Ethereum projects and BSC projects, but things work differently on the Solana network, right? So in this video we are going to be scanning projects on the Solana network that are built on the Solana network, right? So first thing that we're going to have to do is we're going to head over to the bot, obviously, right? So we're going to open the bot, make sure that it's Safe Analyzer bot, right? So you click start, right? You get a welcome message. If it is your first time using the bot, you get this welcome message and you'll be required to join a couple of channels before you'll be able to use the bot, right? So I've already done all those things because I'm a frequent user, right? So after these things you're going to have to paste the contracts that you want to analyze, right? So I've already gone to Deck Screener and I've gotten a contract, the project I saw this morning. I've gotten the contract and now I want to analyze it and see if it is a good project to get into, right? So I'm going to paste the contract and boom, right? So so there are many things that Safe Analyzer bot helps you look out for, right? So all those things just pop up when you paste the contract and send it to the bot, right? So first thing is this indicator, right? So Safe Analyzer has created a sort of has created indicator buttons or indicator colors, right? So green means that it is relatively safe, right? Doesn't mean that it is 100% safe, but it means that it is relatively safer than other projects out there, right? There is also red, which means that the project has a fault somewhere or there is an error somewhere which doesn't really make sense for a safe project, right? Or it means probably the developer hasn't burnt tokens, he hasn't burnt the LP, or probably there is still mint authority enabled, but we'll get to that, right? So the major ones are green, red, and then there is an orange color, right? Orange color means that they know that, or they feel that something is wrong, but they can't really put their finger on it, right? So you should be way more careful with those ones, right? But green means that it is relatively safe, right? So here you can see the contract, obviously. Now you can see that the ownership of this project is renounced, right? Which means that the developer can't really do anything. He can't freeze accounts and he can't mint new projects, right? It means that the token is completely renounced, right? So you can see the LP ratio, which means that 2% of the tokens are in Radium, right? Radium is the major decentralized exchange for Solana, right? And then they have their own pool, similar to PancakeSwap, right? PancakeSwap is where BSC pools are being created, the major place where BSC pools are being created, and Radium is the major place where Solana pools are being created, liquidity pools are being created. You also have Meteora and other dexes, but Radium is the major place, right? So you can see the first LP, right? So the first LP, this is the amount of tokens that was used to create the liquidity pool, right? So this is 95% of the total supply, which is pretty good, which means that the developer puts in 95% of tokens at the beginning, right? And probably he kept 5% for himself to develop the project and do all that, right? So you can see the number of holders right here, right? You can see the number of holders. I think the top holder here is holding about 2%, which is pretty decent, right? You can see the market cap, you can see the liquidity, and now you can see the initial market cap. So the initial market cap for this project was about $721 and about 5 so in the LP, and it also shows you the amount of X's, which is about 5,170x from the initial market cap, right, to the current market cap of 3.7 million, right? And now it also shows you the all-time high of the project, right, which is about $14 million, and shows you the all-time high of the X's, which is about 20,000x, right? So LP lock, it shows you if the project's liquidity is locked right here, right? You can see that 99.5% of the liquidity is burnt, right? So you see that things work differently on the Solana network, right? When it comes to BSC, you lock liquidity pools with platforms, right, like PinkSale, Unicrypt and all that. But in Solana, you burn the liquidity. The norm is to burn the liquidity on Solana, right? So you have to make sure that the liquidity is burnt, because if it is not burnt, the developer can pull the liquidity, right? So It also shows you the age of the project, and it also gives you access to the socials, right? The Telegram, the website, and the Twitter of that project, right? And now it shows you the options that the dev has, right? So when it comes to Solana, right, there are things you look out for. You look out for holders, right? Top 10 holders. You look out for mint and freeze authority, right? Mint authority is what gives the developer the ability to create new tokens, or mint new tokens, right? And that destabilizes the whole project, right? It's a form or a way to rug a project, right? Or yeah, like it's an approach that most developers take to rug a project. It just means new tokens, and the normal law of demand and supply, the major value of the tokens now come into their wallet, and then they dump it on everybody, right? And now there is freeze authority, which is this, right? Which gives the developer the ability to freeze wallets, right? It's kind of like a honeypot, right? Where people are able to buy, but they won't be able to sell, right? They just freeze transactions, and then people are not able to make transactions in that token, right? So yeah, you can see that this project doesn't have mint, it doesn't have freeze, because the ownership is renounced. And yeah, now you can also get access to sniper bots from here, but these are like things that safe analyzer bots uses to like generate revenue for themselves, right? So yeah, hope you guys have fun trying this out, right? This is how to analyze using the safe analyzer bot, right? So now, if you see red, or if you see that any other projects are inconsistent with the being renounced, being having a mint function, having a freeze function, and all that, you have to be extra careful, right? Depending on how early you are to the project, right? So most new projects that are a minute old, 2 minutes old, might not have burnt their LP, done all those things, right? So it's just meant for you to do your due diligence, or just wait for them to do all those things before buying into the project. And safe analyzer can help you do that, right? So hope you guys have fun trying this out. Be sure to like and subscribe, and if you want to support the channel, be sure to get yourself some Wiki Cat, right? Be sure to get yourself some Wiki Cat to support the channel, right? So hope you guys have fun trying this out. Be sure to like and subscribe. Happy trading, and I'll see you in the next video.